Hey, chat. Hey, what's up? Not much going on today, actually. So, I have no Take 10 tonight. Hopefully everyone's doing well on their Memorial Day weekend. Just gonna pop in, talk about the last week or so in UniVersus, and I don't know, whatever else, I don't know if my boys over at Final Round are streaming tonight or not, so. Yeah, so how's everyone's long weekend been? Um, you know, barbecues, sleeping in, stuff like that. Hope everyone's doing well. But yeah, so plan is to kind of talk about my local week, talk about the Rochester Retro event we had at Borstat Games. I got the top 3 deck lists to go over. And then I don't know, maybe we'll chit chat. I know Friday night, like really late. It was like after we got done playing. Me and Justin Birch talked about like how the format is and how it's all shaken out to be. There's a lot of decks that are just like super powerful, and like should some of these cards have been printed? And I don't know if that's coming out. If you missed that, there's an in case you missed it VOD coming out on Saturday. So look forward to that. This week we got 3 deck lists and a couple games. I'm starting to get into the AOT3 characters. So we'll do day 1s, day 0s, or whatever. And then, if I feel like doing like extra rips off of like Annie, because Annie's a big character I want to play. And then I don't know, I'm doing some older characters. I got like Zilla in the works, Toga 3, a Shoto 4 list that I'm really excited about. That I'm not sure if it's I don't know if it's good, but it's at least something to at least attempt because, they killed Ojiro for getting 2-2 really easily. And if Shoto draws Tranquility of Death on turn 1, you're probably dying on turn 2. If he draws the nuts, right? If he draws 6 attacks or whatever. I mean, really, it's just like any character, right? Like if they draw, like you draw the nuts and your rival just kapoof. So, just hanging out till people get in chat. See how people are doing, and then we'll get into it. Like I said, no take 10 tonight, just not happening. So yeah, but we'll see what's going on. I guess I'll pull up Ultra now. We'll get into what I played on Wednesday. Let's do that. This is not what I played on Wednesday. This is what I played on Saturday. So let me change the deck over, right? Oh, where are you? Right there. Hey, Corey. How's it going, pal? This is not what I played on Wednesday. Let me go get the deck because it's in a different folder. Where are you, girl? Where are you? Peak. Where are you? Is this it? Okay, here's the list. Yeah, this is the list I played on last Wednesday. Yeah, this is what I got. And I guess we kind of... Oh, I have to refresh this. Hold on 1 second. Restart capture. There we go. I was watching TV with the wife, and then, yeah. So, yeah, so, with AOT3 coming out, last weekend, right? It was the 10th? No, the 17th. We finally had our first locals at the new store. Borstat Games moved. They are open but not open, I guess. The city's been messing around with them, so yes, but we just show up and play cards anyways. They can't stop us. So yeah. But yeah, I played Peak last Wednesday to a 2-0-1 record. Man, this character's nuts. Not nuts in like an overpowered way, but like nuts in a super duper fun way. Like she's very, very active on both turns. Like you can easily they talk about like the Brobergs per minute, like the buttons you can push, and she has like the Brobergs per minute is crazy. Oh yeah, John posted on one of my videos on one of the YouTube threads and said some stuff about coming back, and he's like, yeah, they're playing at Impact now, so that's a surprise. That's cool. I mean, you're gaining another player. That's pretty sweet, right? This was like I had gotten this from Corey Nelson from MGLA via Zach. I took this to locals. I didn't change anything about it except a board. I made it. Oh, actually, I think I actually added filled with doubts, or I just capped it at 2 and boarded the rest. The board's just a mishmash of stuff that we'll get into, but uh, I just been building a lot of decks with Colossus SWAT. Being able to free build's great. Like I think that card is another card at an AOT2 that people are going to want to play set of because being able to build mid-turn is crazy. You do get 2 foundations back if you check a 3, so it's not terrible. So and especially with peak, like you can blow up one of the committed ones and then do the whole cycle and at least get 1 back, which is kind of nice. This is ironically the first deck with sweeping daggers that I've played. That it wasn't really that impactful because there really wasn't a lot of attacks. That like I just removed stuff to like draw a card or stun one, or it just was a good statted move. It was like with peak cycle it was like an 8 mid for 6, 8 mid for 7 with the anti-titan artillery, but it was all right. Battle order release was money all night. Except for the fact that when it got late game, I just never got to flip to draw a card. Which kind of led me into another thought that I'll get into later. But Falling Heel Strike was okay at best. I think I'd rather it be a different attack, just because by the time you unless you draw them early, they're kind of just, I wouldn't say worthless, but it's just like you get 2 speed, stun 1, and you get to unflip, which gives you, but like. Do we really care about the unflip since we're going to be, a lot of our stuff's going to be face down anyways. Tri-Gravity Beam was amazing. That led to a couple wins in games where my rival didn't expect getting their hand ripped apart because I would go like attack, then double Grav Beam, and then they would just be like, oh shit, I'm dead. Lunar Ring I never got to bomb anybody with. It was just never seen, unfortunately. But Lunar Ring's crazy. In this character, since if you're full cycling, you do blow up 2 foundations a turn, an attack, so it can scale very fast. The turn I had a Lunar Ring, I killed my opponent before I got to play it, which was kind of funny, hee hee ha ha. But yeah, anti-Titan artillery is actually sneaky very good. If I had one out in the middle of turn and I committed to use it to target commit a piece, I would go find the other one on another cycle and play it so I can target commit another thing. The one damage and then the extra burn never came into effect. Who did I play that night? I played Pike. I did. I played a Reiner in round 3, so that's the only time it actually came into the extra burn damage actually helped. Showdown filled with doubt. Filled with doubt's amazing. Yeah, it's going to annoy the hell out of people forever until it rotates out or they ban it. But I don't think they're going to ban it. They can't, just because it's. Me and Corey had this conversation where, every symbol shouldn't have an answer like this. It should have been symbol locked, but again, how can you symbol lock this card when you have 12 symbols that don't have all equal support? So this kind of gives the symbols that haven't been supported in Attack on Titan some answers, but again, should we print infinity answers for everything? I don't think so. But again, here we are. I don't know. That's just I think that's another thing that me and Justin talked about on Friday. Should we be printing these infinity answers filled with doubt, unyielding destruction, moment of normalcy? Should we have these things in our game? I don't know. But I'm not too bothered by it. Ask me again in 3 weeks, and we'll see how annoyed I am. But you will have to have action. Maybe people start playing action cancels or target seals You know, like that's why I think like Shoto 4 may be able to like make some headway, because that man just target seals everything. Like you can build the deck to target seal as much stuff as possible, and he can go buck wild, right? Like I have a really cool Shoto 4 list I'm gonna make a video on. Um, but yeah, but like the backups, Yelena and Willie Tiber, they were okay. They were great when I saw them. At 1X, I don't know. I think I just cut them. I do have an update to the list that I just cut them. I mean, they're not really needed. They could be like I think that like there's first wielder one for all in the deck. Like it's super cool and it's really easy to trigger that. But I think I just rather have it be, you know, weapon clash or some other thing that allows me to, you know, progress my board state, or just cut them all together. And because of the like I don't have I think I cut Desperate Struggle out of the newest version, or I cut it down to 1. I'd rather just, you know, start hacking cards out of here just to make it smaller, just because she's able to really go in pretty hard on like low foundation count. But yeah, I think like Yelena was cool and Willie was great, but like I think I got to play one of them. I got to play both of them like once, and it was fine. Like Willie's better. I think Willie's more important than Yelena, because Willie rebuilds one committed, and then you can sack him for cost. So he kind of just helps you progress your board state while staying, like not really progress, but staying even. But yeah, I think you can probably just hack those, and then Enormous Axe must. Like I think I'd like Enormous Axe at a 4X. Um, but I don't know like how well, you know, like 6/3 diffs feel great, you know, because we want to play Desperate Struggle as well, because I mean response resets are really good. Military Tactics was good all night. That card is good as advertised, as long as you can flip it. Which is why we put Beneath the Armor in the deck. That was not in the the MGLA list, which I assume after they have probably played the deck some, probably realized that we probably should have that in there, just so if we don't hit Greater Goal, we have another flip mechanic to flip Military Tactics face down. Like First Wielder One for All, like you can, when you transform, you gain the 2. If you can flip Military Tactics, you can ready Military Tactics and reflip it. You can keep making your rival put their 3rd attack or greater back in their hand like infinitely until you run out of flips, right? So that's probably the reason why First Wielder doesn't come out. Loss of Consciousness is a really good spot remove piece. Push the Limits is free card draw on our character. I'm With You is alright. It is a +2 low block, and we do need those. Plus it's -4 damage, -6 damage if we're able to flip it with Greater Goal. Then flip it with Greater Goal, sack it with Peak, or do something, and then we can just get a bunch of, you know, DR on board. Unusual Behavior. If it built the card ready, I would say is unfair. But it does build the card. It's a flip commit to build a card committed, so it kind of replaces the 1 foundation you sacrifice to flip to Cart Titan, because you bring out the asset for free. So you kind of get to like just tread water foundation count wise, which is fine. Later game, it's very good to get like free committed foundations to destroy. Sacrifice. Battle for Dominance was great. Being able to Filled with Doubt, a rival's move, and then Battle for Dominance, kick it out of the card pool, and then draw a free card was great. Botan's coaching and Syndicate Target, you know, that was fine. My sideboard, it was basically I didn't board at all. I don't board much at locals, so but I think I brought in another Filled with Doubt, and maybe a Dark Ward or 2. I don't remember. But I did play against a Pike round 1. I murked them game 1. I played myself into a low foundation count game 2 and died. because midst defeating kills people. Yeah, it happens. Um, and then game 3, we just kind of stalled out. Like none of us, all of our attacks were on our discard pile, and we were just defending very well, so we couldn't really get any game state progression. Yeah. And then round two was against. Let me see if I can find my. I know round 3 was against Reiner 3. Round 2. Oh boy, I don't remember who that was against. I don't remember, but I won. I know that. I won that match 2-0, I believe. And then round 3, I played against Spencer, who pulled his Reiner 3 Chrome that night. Like, he brought a Reiner 3 deck and pulled his Reiner 3 Chrome right in front of me out of his prize packs, which was hilarious. But that game was kind of close. I won 2-0, but it was a lot closer than what it was. I kept having to destroy his backups. And he only ran like 5 and 5 assets and backups. So after I found that out after the match, and so I was just able to just keep his backups off the board so he couldn't flip, because once he flips, I'm screwed. Because I flip all my stuff face down. His Armored Titan crashes were insane. They were able to stun 6 me once, which was wild. But then he couldn't kill me. Then I killed him on the crackback. Yeah. It was super cool. It was a good deck. I think like once more iteration comes out, I kind of want to, I changed out Falling Heel Strike for Signal Shot to try that out. Because sometimes we get attacks stuck in our board. So being able to commit those, pick them up, and then build one face down off the top of the deck was really good. There were moments where I just skipped flipping and then just built one instead, and then the next attack I would flip, which was cool. Yeah, she's super cool. I don't know. Like, I think there's some merit to like her, Annie, and Reiner being like pretty much equal, right? Like as power level goes. In the set, I think Reiner 3 is a lot better than what I gave him credit for, so I'm gonna walk that back. Don't let David Toombs know, because then he'd just gloat. But yeah. I think this week I am building a Falco off of Air, which is basically another Sweeping Daggers deck. But I'm thinking about also, I have a Chaos list too. Those are coming out later next week for deck profiles. But yeah. So yeah, it was fun. It was a good Wednesday for locals. Yeah. But the big news was that we had a Rochester Retro tournament at locals. Let me see here. So I got the top 3 decks here. We had Ken 2 in first place. Jake Hyatt played the Ken 2, and then Tyler Pease, our very own Trip Pants, played Yusuke off of Good, and then I played Taki off of Air with some changes from someone else's. Kind of like I borrowed a list and then make some changes, just because I didn't really care for it that much. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into. I know this is like a weird retro event. It had 12 people, which was awesome. We did not expect to have 12 people at all, which was fantastic. Then I found out that 3 other people couldn't make it due to either not owning all the cards yet, which we allowed 8 proxies to start. So just for pack per win events at locals, we're gonna for retro only, we're allowing 8 proxies. If there's any other type of event where it's like not pack per win, like it's either a win-a-box or like maybe we're playing for store credit or whatnot, you can't have proxies. It's just the way it's going to have to be. But yeah, so Jake Hyatt played this Ken deck off of Void. It is, I think, pretty much the same list that Tam was playing for a while before Ken got suspended, and then now he's back. He's unsuspended for Rochester Retro. It's a kick package. It's reciprocal burst, making things super fast, getting a lot of damage, playing a million attacks, clearing your card pool, playing more attacks, drawing more cards. It's just, this deck is very, very strong, and Yeah, I'm not sure why they brought him back. I don't know. Like, I'd have to ask Sean for that. I don't understand why. Maybe they needed a. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they have some Kens to sell. I don't want to say that, but not sure. But like, it's a it has a lot of defense if he whiffs. I know. I don't know if he went 2-0 across the entire event. We had a 4-round event. I'm not sure if he went complete 2-0, but I know he went 4-0 for sure overall. But Acheron and Nirvana, really good card. Stop keyword abilities and ready random foundations. I think Final Guardian's Duty. Yeah, if you just remove yeet an attack from their card pool. It's cape on a foundation. It only playable if you have more cards you remove from game pile than your rival. Can remove stuff on face. So this card's live instantly. So he gets to play 5 capes, which is pretty nutty. Wear light to make sure your rival doesn't have a choice enhance. Like you can pick stuff they can't play, which is nuts. Profane Sanctuary, just a 0 that, cancels a breaker. This is a nuts 0 diff from DJ. Yeah, I don't even know what recovering lost treasures do. Oh, this is shuffle a card in from your discard pile into your deck. Your next check to play +2. Capture the target and sacrifice for the cause. We all know what that does. So, Tagora Brothers, revoke, barrier shield. Deck plays like 1,000,000 cards. It was 85 cards because you have to be, you have to be able to remove things. I would just assume Ken is like the retro version of Nick, in a way, right? Like he's just, the retro version of Nick, because Nick can't be played in Rochester Retro. So we got Soul Calibur, Genkai's Guidance, I Feel Violent, more Barrier Shields, Nonagons, Wear Light, Moment of Normalcy in the board. I didn't get to play against him. I went 2-0, lost to a DJ in round 3, and then fought a Guile in round 4, which was kind of fun. But yeah, that's good for him. Like, Stretch Kick is an old favorite. Kuribushi Kick, can that can just go, to the burn pile. But yeah, whatever. So next up, we got Yusuke. Tyler P's played this good Yusuke deck. He has been playing this guy for a long time. And with back in the day when Yu Yu Hakusho 1 came out, he did not have a whole lot of spirit cards, right? He didn't have tons of spirit cards to play, and now he does. He has Absorb Spirit Strike, Double Spirit Blast, Mega, Uppercut, Final, Charge Punch, Gun, and Shotgun in his deck. And then he also has Spirit Beast Poo and Spirit Detective, obviously. Ooh, non-blocks. But the deck just plays Value Town, and then it just ends up killing you with Shotgun, because it becomes like a throw. And you have to be able to, like, say the attack doesn't deal damage to, like, not die to it, because it's eventually super huge. I know he killed someone with a Spirit Uppercut after, like, he got an attack turn to his hand, and he's like, okay, this. And it had, like, a bunch of Spirit cards in his card pool, so he was just able to kill him with a Spirit Uppercut, which is pretty neat. Deck play is overly dramatic, which is hilarious. It's just some really good, good symboled foundations. Pursuing the Vendetta is fantastic. If something tries to leave your card pool. We got Keiko's Aid, obviously. Overly dramatic is just, it stops every ability in the game. That's what we used to say. Like if someone would play, decrease the damage or increase the speed, he's like, nope, you don't get to do that. Refusing to let go is still very good. Set it to printed -2. He just played a really good deck. I think, because what he said was his numbers were so weird, but like the way the deck played, it just shotgun solved all of his problems, right? Like, it's a 4 mid for 7, 9 in Yusuke, and then it gets 1,000,000,000 damage, and it becomes a throw? Sure. Like, he just killed people just randomly. Like, he's like, I just killed people. Hey, Peyton. How's it going, buddy? We're just going over the Rochester Retro event that we had over at Borsat Games on Saturday. But yeah, like, Tyler's been putting a lot of time into this, so I was really happy to see him do very well. He dodged me. I was very mad I didn't get to play him in round 3, because that would have been super fun. 'Cause I think that matchup's super cool. The Taki versus Yusuke matchup. So yeah, but this is Tyler Pease's Yusuke deck. Came in second. In a 4-round event, we didn't play any top cuts. We just played pack per win, and it was a good time. So, and then me, I got to play the girl. We played Taki. I did take inspiration from Nick Reagan's Taki list from like I think 2023. Maybe, I don't remember when he played it at a Nats event, but wow, there's only 2 copies of Ageless and Wise in this deck. There should be more. But yeah, I had a blast playing this character. She is you can't reverse her. Well, at least until after she does her once per turn. But I played Taki back in the old days, where I think it was off of Evil Low, because Evil was just better back then. But this character has always had a place in my heart, along with Kotal Khan. They were my 2 favorite retro characters back. I guess they weren't retro back then, but yeah, like Taki was just fun. So we did get to play some Fog Blanky. I did get to reverse people with Fog Blanket, and then stun their board. Yep, getting Mother's Embrace was so sick for Taki. Yeah, for sure. I fought a Reptile round 1, and it was a returning guy. His deck wasn't fully optimized because he hadn't played in like a year, so he wanted to play retro. He likes Reptile a lot, so he had some cards, but he did throw a move at me, and I blocked him, responded, cleared, reversed him with no, I didn't respond. I blocked with a card, then attacked with Fumaseal, and then I cleared the card, and then I sent an 8 low for 27 into him, because I had 3 momentum, and I got 4th off of the Fatal Violet enhance, so it was super sick. A Panzerbrecher was good. It was fine when I saw it. It probably just could be a high velocity slice just to get more momentum. But this being able to self-clear kind of fuels the 1-for-all full Cowling that we played instead of Ace Maneuvers. Swordfish Gunfire was awesome. A lot of people weren't I would attack, clear pool, and then I'd have like 3 or 4 momentum late in game, and I would just play these for damage. Like I killed a dude on Xaxes because I had 3 momentum, and I sent it was a 6 low for 7, and I got to kill them with it because they, well, it wasn't a 6 low 7 after I EX'd it, obviously. So, but yeah, it was super good card. Fumaseal, Fatal Violet. Everyone knows what this card does. This card's crazy fun. I did get to reverse people a lot. That's not like, it is Taki's strong suit, is to block, reverse, and then if they block your reversal, you're able to clear your card pool and all that fun stuff, or you clear card pool, then reverse. She has a really interesting gameplay pattern where your rival has to think twice if they want to try to reverse you on your turn, because she can just yeet it from the card pool. Nouveau Soleil, this card came in handy against Reptile, being able to commit him on his turn when he couldn't fully block it, saving me some damage, and then allowing me to kill him on the backswing. And then being able to ready 2 foundations that haven't been readied is really fantastic. Really, the 2 newest attacks we played were Electric Jolt, because Jolt's still really good, and then playing Electric Jolt and then following with the Fumaseal and then sliding the Jolt into your momentum and then target tapping a piece is fantastic. It is wild to do that. I blocked reversed with that combo and got to target tap a piece on my rival's turn. It was really cool. Then full Cowling 8% following Roundhouse is just like nuts. And a character that can clear a card pool. One game, my round 3 opponent was DJ, or Dejanet. Yeah, I got stuck with 3 of these in my hand, and they had Quan Chi's Fortress out, and they bounced one to my hand, and I'm just like, well, that's sad. I didn't get to play that card. And I did lose 2-0 to Janet. It was really close the game 2 because I just tried to aggro her out and I just like checked very bad on turn 2. And then they were able to stabilize and I just wasn't able to, make a comeback. Yeah, this card's super good in her. It's 3 speed, so you get the 6 speed, which is great because it combos with Fog Blanket very well. If you're able to if you do it really weird, I guess. But Fog Blanket into full cowling is really good. The issue is we don't have enough commit effects on the Ready 1 Foundation that has been committed this enhanced step that has not been ready. There's one, really. It's got a Thunder. So we can get 2 damage ready it. And that doesn't feel the best. So maybe I'll try to see if I can find some more things. I think what is it? Rifle Arm probably should make it into the deck for 3 extra speed on plus or minus, which is great because then I can ready it with this, which is awesome. We had a Soul Calibur in the board to stop weapons. Did say Janet couldn't Sadistic Ways me multiple times, and it was funny. Swordfish 2 is a really good just attack delete. Unfortunately, it gives Janet a momentum, which is really bad, but sometimes you just have to. Acheron and Nirvana for keyword canceling, and then readying a foundation that has been readied, and Rekimaru, Mekimaru. The damage was handy. The +6 wasn't very much at all. I did clear 3 off once, which was fine. We got 4 Let's Cut Loose in the deck. E remove, add 1 card from your hand, 1 card from your discard pile to your hand, or your card pool to your staging area. Draw a card. It was fine. I understand this is a good action, but I cited it out so much for Bangs. Bang was way more usable. And I played against a deck, an Atali 2, that had backups. And it was funny because I was like, well, they can't block. And if I swing into the backup with an attack, and I have 2 bangs in my hand and they're at 6, I can theoretically burn them for 3 each and kill them off a bang because they can't block for the backup. If I'm reading that correctly, right? Yeah, if your opponent does not block your attack, yeah. So you could technically swing into a backup and then double bang them if they're at 6. So that's just, what they do. Foundation-wise, we played some Aegis and Wise, Finding What Was Lost, which I saw once the entire day, and it got Tagoro Brothers. It was sad. God of Thunder, Clean the Fish. God of Thunder is amazing, and they kind of brought it back in AOT 3, but it's not as great because it's a once per turn effect, which is kind of poopy. Clean the Fish was able to clear our card pool. Second Saintly Beast came in handy. Getting +2 or -2 speed just for milling 3 was very good after they had multiple cards in their card pool. We liked that a lot. Initiate Launch was used when we were able to play like Breaker or Reverse or Stun or whatnot. So it was handy to get some Foundation refunding back. Evil Eye was funny because a lot of people didn't know that it says abilities on this card are playable while committed. So we just returned, someone nuked the speed of an attack down. I set it back to 3, and then we fought over that. But it was funny, someone multipled me, and it was like I had like 2 cards in my card pool before because I didn't clear it all. Because I was waiting for them to multiple, and I knew they were playing multiples, but they didn't attack with the multiple move, and then they did, and then I set the multiple back to 0, and then I kicked everything from the card pool and was able to block reverse and kill them. So I was probably Hollywooding too much there, but do something cool. But yeah, it does set it back to 0 speed, which is great. Destined to scout the top of our deck. Basic training. It's broken. It's a 0 diff. Same thing with requesting assistance. We like to ready foundations. Push the Advantage was really the only AOT card I had in the deck. Being able to, after we block clear or we fog blanket clear or Panzerbreaker clear, we're able to just draw a random card off the top of our deck, which is fine. And then Mother's Embrace was MVP, as Peyton said in chat. Mother's Embrace was great. Um, clearing with Fog Blanket or clearing with Taki and then readying a bunch of foundations was great. Next up is the sideboard. Let's scroll up some. We got copies of Bang, which is great. Bang should be played in every deck. Kind of like it was kind of funny. Like I think you like in retro, there was this action package now with Filled with Doubt and Bang, and you have to figure out which one you want to play. And I think Bang's probably more important. We got Cape of No Return, more Ageless and Wise, Cleaning the Fish. We got Throw Hate, and Mikasa defeats the female Titan, and 2 more Evil Eye to protect our speed. So, but yeah, man, that was the Rochester event. 4th place was that Janet deck that I lost to. They lost to Tyler playing Yusuke in the final round, so I got to jump him to 3rd place, which was cool. We also had, like I said, we had a Natali 2. We had a Twinkle Murdoch 2, Pharaoh Man. We had Angels. Like I said, Reptile from earlier. Guile was there. Not UVS Guile, but Street Fighter Guile. I really wish I caught a picture of someone using Templar, and I know someone was playing with Templars because I saw them. And it would have been nice to get the Peak UniVersus meme off of that, because I know that's like big thing now with Ace Maneuvers. So we love Peak UniVersus. But yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, that's really it for like, I don't know, like we got 1 viewer, so it's not like anything's really huge going on. I know it's Memorial Day and people are probably just hanging out with their families, but like, I don't know, I went up to my in-laws and had some brisket. It was delicious. But yeah, like, I wish I had something more planned, but I know like next week, Rebby's gonna be on Take 10, which is great. And then I think the week after that, I'm gonna try to get UVS Hermit, Cameron Undergust on. And yeah, man, it's a holiday. I didn't expect many people to be on or hang out. I just wanted to just shoot the shit for about an hour or so and see what people were doing. And I know that Corey usually has locals tonight, but I don't think they're playing. But June 14th, I want to talk about the case event for AOT3 at Boar's Hat Games. We're doing a single case cut this time, depending on price payout. There's a single case guaranteed, more pricing based on attendance. So really, it's going to be a top 8 split for the case. Yeah, and the week after, yeah, you'll be there in person. Yep, I know, buddy. I know. I'm excited. I'm really excited to come see you. I mean, you come see me. Not sure who is all coming. I know you're the only one confirmed. I'm not sure who else is coming from your group or who else is coming from out of town. But it should be fun. I know the Milwaukee crew's coming. And then, also the day after that, there's a scramble in the Milwaukee area. So I'm not sure if you're going to want to go or not, or if you're just going to want to go home. Take 10 live? You want to do one live? Like, when you're here? I mean, we can... Maybe. It just depends how many people are in the house. If you're the only one, I have no problem doing that. And that's the thing, so... And I only have, like, really 1 mic, so we'd have to, like, work that out. I don't know, man. Sure. We'll figure it out. But yeah, like, I don't know how many people are coming to that thing. And then, like, the Ninja Turtles one, I know Milwaukee is scheduled theirs for August 28th. I think ours is in the middle of September after the Spider-Man pre-release, I think. Sometime in September or October. I think it's September, to be honest. So, but yeah, man. Not much else is going on. Pre-rolled ads. Oh, okay. So, sorry everyone who had to sit through ads. But yeah, man. I know Friday we're still playing, I believe. Friday. We're still playing on the grind. I'm hopefully going to play... I hopefully have a Reiner 3 deck ready, because I kind of want to try him out. I want to play... I think I'm playing Falco this week at locals, to be honest. So, not entirely sure. Because, like, I got 2 Falco lists I want to try. And, I have a Chaos, and I have an Air build, but both of them kind of do different things. I didn't, like... I did a video, I did a 2-part video. I did one on Chaos, one on Air, and I purposely didn't play the same attacks in both of them. Well, I played some of the same attacks because, Bedazzled Jeweled Helm's really good in Falco as a powerful 5 move. And then I also wanted to play Inventor's Creation because I think that card is sick. But yeah, the air version gets to ready more foundations than the Chaos version, just based on it has more commit abilities. So like defense and offense. Yeah, man. Yeah. So how's everyone else's week in UniVersus been? Anyone find out any cool combos, any cool tricks? Oh man, I'm thirsty, chat. I had some good desserts. I had some Boston cream pie and then like an apple strawberry pie that was very good. So John sent you a 90 card Highlander. Is it Peak or Pike? Because you could also read that both ways. And does he know that a 90 card Highlander list is probably bad? Just because it's a 90 card Highlander list. I was going to play some Final Fantasy tonight, but I think as of right now they've started maintenance for their update for tomorrow. And we have a Cult Crescent, which is like this exploration zone, which you guys have no idea what that's about. But like I could build some decks online, but I don't know. Oh, the AOT3 character? Okay, so Peak, yeah. You forgot the C, it's fine. But like we could like I don't know, man. I don't like building lists on live stream. I don't know. It's just kind of boring, I think. I'd rather just do videos for it that are pre-made. He said it's just all the cards he's thinking. Oh, gotcha. Does he know he'll need Colossus Swats for it? Because that's important. He'll need some Colossus Swats. Because yeah, Colossus Swat's really good in that character. Is that in there? I would like to know. Do you have the list handy? Because that'd be funny to look at it. But I know that he owns nothing. Yeah, it's on his list. That's good. I know I still have a Zeke Yeager list I want to do a video on. I just built I technically was going to steal Corey's Godzilla list, and then I decided I just wanted to build my own, so I built my own. Like, I think the Shoto list has some legs. Excuse me. Let's take a look at that. Bow. So this is I think I'm gonna build this for locals sometime soon. It's a Shoto Todoroki 4. Tranquility of Death is really good in this character, obviously. Being able to see one of those and then play a ranged move means you automatically get 2/2 on your first attack. And, that was the whole point, right? It was just to get the free one, and you get another one on top of the free one off his character. And I think that he actually may be pretty good right now. I think he just needs to be able to find card draw. You sent me his pile? Oh, baby. Oh, no. Okay, I'll look at it. I don't want to put it on stream because I don't want him to be put on blast. But, like, I thought I was cooking with this character earlier, and I couldn't figure out why the deck said it wasn't legal. He doesn't have order, people. I forgot. And because I wanted to play Thunderspear Barrage in him because being able to echo a move and get like 2/2, 3/3 on it is fucking nuts. So that's why we have Trace Eyes in the deck. Gravity Beam to rip hand. Like we're only playing one non-ranged move, and that's Sweeping Daggers because it's good enough to play as a non-ranged move. Because we could remove a ranged attack, but again, like comboing with Provisional Pursuit, you can't because it's not printed. So it's kind of wonky right there. But you could easily go Sweeping Daggers into Battle Oil Release, into something else, into try Gravity Beam or whatever. But this is all just about trying to just OTK them with big moves and then Trace Eyes in the death or whatever. Like Charring Flurry is still real good. I'm surprised like this guy hasn't been played a lot. I don't know why he hasn't been played a lot. Maybe it's just because he doesn't have like access to good card draw. But like Botan's coaching, latent skill. What else we got? There was another one in here. Oh yeah, battle order release, provisional pursuit, settling old debts also draws cards when we're at 6. Both at 6. I don't know how often that's going to be with unyielding in the format, but it's something. Button collector draws cards too. Also, it also seals 2 foundations, or they have to destroy one. So they have to either let you get +1/+1 for a momentum for the turn, or they nuke a foundation, which sounds pretty good in theory, right? Like it sounds good in theory. I don't know if it's actually good, but it's worth a try, I think. Activate the coordinate. Devastating loss are for backup hate because 9 Titans is a pain in the ass. Dark Words just to stop responses because, responses suck. Only our responses are good. Everyone else's aren't very great. Yeah, but, Resolute End is to stop people's filled with doubts or action hate, obviously. So, but yeah, this is something I want to cook up for locals because I think that's actually going to be kind of fun. Because Shoto's cool. No pun intended. So, yeah. I'm going to see what else. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and talk about lists all night because I think that's just boring. I don't know if that is entertaining TV or whatnot. So, I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? You know, what are you guys up to this week? What's your UniVersus looking like? Is there a regional this weekend? Hey, Marvin, how's it going, buddy? How's it going, man? I'm just hanging out with chat. We talked about the Rochester Retro event we had at Locals. Talked about my local decks. My locals last week on Wednesday. We kind of just talked about a Shoto 4 decks because I like Shoto 4 a lot, and I think Tranquility of Death is messed up in that character. So, but yeah, man. Hopefully your extended weekend has been good. Labor Day, not Labor Day, Memorial Day has been good for you. I don't really. I was gonna see if anybody wanted to play games on TTS, but I kind of just don't want to play games tonight. I gotta save that for Wednesday, which is kind of nice because we go back to work tomorrow, and then Wednesday is locals, so that's pretty good. So, but yeah. So what? So Corey, did you find anybody to come up with you, or are you the only one coming up for the AOT case event? Shoto's pretty dope. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Are you still playing Pony locally? Are you unyielding unyielding destruction and then ponying people to death? I know you're a huge pony gamer. Trying to figure out. No response yet? Okay. Okay. I thought there was a regional coming up this weekend. Is the OCE this weekend? I thought the OCE was this weekend. I'm not entirely sure. I try not to play Pony at locals too often, but I've definitely cooked up a list with AOT 3 cards. Siding, Unyielding in that deck is so fun. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Unyielding's kind of crazy. Like, it's one of the... Because I was talking with Corey, and we were chit-chatting, and me and Justin Birch kind of had this conversation, too, about they've printed all these infinity-type answers. Because, yes, Unyielding is an attack. It's a 2 mid-6, obviously, that nukes everybody down to 4 foundations each, but it's still a piece to tech into wall decks, right? But even though I've seen Rodon lists playing it, because what decks are good into Rodon on 4 foundations? Not a whole lot. Especially after Rodon blows up the board and then builds 2 or 3 or 4 and then goes, cool, I have 8, you have 4, you're gonna have to try real hard to kill me. Pony is one of those decks, right, that could probably do it depending on how it shakes out. It's probably more on block zone checking than anything there. And then, like, I think Mikasa 1 actually got a lot of legs this set. Um, Even though I'm a huge Mikasa 4 fan, he's Rue's Hope. I have a profile on the channel. But yeah, I think she's super cool. I think her only issue is that she's going to have to overwhelm her rival, but again, I think she may be too slow. But oh, excuse me. There is a cool tech piece where you use that. There's an AOT2 card that says commit your weapon attacks get 1, right? And then you can ready it with dedicate your heart to get another speed, so you can get 2 speed across the turn. Mikasa is pretty crazy. Yeah, Ackerman's team up and Kiyomi were insane for both Pony and her. Yeah, I have no idea why they printed Ackerman's team up with Pony, as crazy as that character is. That she did not need that. That's some like real damage now. Like she has actual like kill potential and not just 17 times 4, right? Like she can actually just nuke you from the sky, which is super nuts. I know like 9 Titans is kind of a problem for heavy DR decks. I don't know how many heavy DR decks are out outside of like, outside of 9 Titans. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I need to come up with a deck for our case event on the 14th, and it's probably going to be like I have 2 decks that I'm thinking about. It's Peak, or it's probably Hanji 1 9 Titans Falling Titans, because that deck's been in testing. That deck's been pretty wild. I think we've seen it a couple times on the channel on grind nights. So I don't know. It just depends. Do I really want to try super hard for a box and a half, or do I just want to get like packs and stuff? It's whatever, man. It really is. So I'm just looking for a good time to hang out with buddies, in my opinion. So I know that I saw today Hanj 1 and Yielding Falling something working on. Yeah, it's very good. It's very, very good. I found out today that the Milwaukee crew north of us is holding their own Turtles case event, but it's a single case, so they're going to split out a single case. I know the case event for Boar's Hat Games for Turtles is we're trying to get a 4 case event. 4. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, because there's 4 Turtles. So I think Stan said 2 will be guaranteed, and if we get enough people, we're going to throw 2 more in there if we get enough to cover it. So I want to do a 4 case event, 1 for each turtle. So we'll see how that pans out. The store is bigger, which is awesome. So we can hold way more and not be packed. Like we have been on other case event nights. Like I know with Critical Role, anybody who wasn't playing in Top Cuts or like the Pokemon or the Magic event had to leave because there wasn't enough space. But now we don't have to worry about that. There's plenty of space now. So, which is super cool. I think I had talked to Stan before the move for the date, and I believe it's like the middle of September. It's like 2 weeks or the week. It's like 2 weeks after. It's either 2 weeks after Canada or a week after Canada, the regional. I don't remember. It's one of the two. So. And what else have people been working on in chat? What's the super secret spice, huh? How do I build Aaron? Because I need to build an Aaron list for content. And yeah, I haven't gotten around to it yet. Because Aaron and Reiner are my next 2 projects for content. Because I got Falco, I got a bunch coming out. I got Annie came out today. Pike comes out Wednesday. And my favorite character, Hanji 3, is on Friday. Even though I don't think Hanji 3 is very good. Like, at this present time. Maybe in the future if we get some more attacks that, more effects that just say, hey, you get big stats. Because that's like the one thing, like, Krista, she gets pseudo 1 speed. And then and then she could stack and draw the good stuff, right? And then Irwin always has +2, -2 speed, and then rebuilds. And then like Hans gets a bunch of damage, but no one blocks in this format, so I don't know. But Hans, the payoff has to be there, right? Like I don't know. It was really weird because it's like I'm trying to play like an order stun deck, but I don't know if that. I think you need to play big powerful moves, but the issue is it's like it's really hard to hit people on printed speed and damage, and sometimes it's just really hard when you're because like there'll be a game I think next week, or maybe you've seen it last Friday where I was playing into Hanj 3 Tasty Loof Rip is pretty alright. At that point, you're using one part of the character. Yeah, true. But I was trying not to play the Tasty Riff Loop. Um, but, like, into Tarian, I just scooped. Like, it was just like, man, I can't. We're just going to sit here and stare at each other till one of us, mills out because I just couldn't put off enough speed and stats, and he just didn't care about my stun because he was just subtracting speed using his assets. So, but like I've been playing Annie a lot on the grind because it's the most fun deck I have. I think. I think Annie's a real character, regardless if you play backups or not. I think. I know, like, I did my AOT character tier list, and I know she's one of my favorites. So yeah, like, maybe I build Annie and bring her on Wednesday, because I just haven't played her locally yet, and I just haven't gotten around to building it because I hate tearing decks apart. This weekend I had a bunch of stacks of cards in my lab, and then I just put everything away except for my decks. But yeah, like Aaron and Reiner are up on the list for video content. Which is kind of nice because if I build decks on Ultra, I can just play them on TTS and just make more content that way. But I really like Aaron. I think Aaron's kind of cool. Um, I don't know if he's good, but he's cool. I'm just not a big 5-hand size gamer. I'm just not. And in a format where he needs to cycle, I don't know if he lives long enough in this format. Like, I just don't know if he does. I don't think he does. Purpose. I don't think he does. I think Reiner can, because Reiner gets to just flip your entire opponent's board, which is super cool. So I think I like Reiner more than I do Aaron. So I may actually probably phone it in with Aaron and just do like a real basic bitch like list, and then actually put a lot of thought into Reiner. It's just I gotta find the right what's the word? The right mix of backups and assets to get that like set. But I do think that like there is some merit to playing what is it? I don't know, like maybe Emerge Victorious is kind of a win more card, but I played a deck with I played a Zeke deck on stream maybe a couple Fridays ago. It lost horribly because for some reason it only had 17 attacks, and I don't remember how I only had 17 attacks. But Emerge Victorious into the 10 diff is hilarious, and if you get to do that, you should be able to win. But for some reason, I wasn't drawing attacks, yada yada yada, and I had checked them all, whatever. But excuses. But yeah, yeah, man. So also today the loyalty shop changed, I believe. And I believe it was just plus ultra promos and the retro sleeves again. I get it. Not every week will be a banger. I did get my AOT 1 and 2 boxes. I did get a Beast Titan attacks out of it, out of the second box, out of the AOT 2 box, so which was pretty choice. Needed that fourth one, especially since we may be playing that in the Hanj list, so which was really cool. So what what are some of the hot cards people are looking for? I know on yielding, people are looking like for yielding like madmen right now. Because like I know like it's kind of weird because I think the next NA event we have is Louisville, right? It's like, and then Street Fighter comes out that weekend, so I assume everybody will have their cards by then, right? I assume so, and then you can just pick up 2 of the decks there. The only issue is if you want to play with the alt arts, and that's another thing. So I wish those things were just $15 and not had alt art packs, because yeah, I think they would sell better. But people love their alt arts. But like Ryu is super cool, so I can't wait till he gets on TTS. 'Cause I'm gonna build that guy. The issue is that he can't use weapons or techs, I believe. So and I think he's like all fire void. So we got to find the good ones off those symbols. Unfortunately, a lot of the void cards are actually weapons. So we're gonna have to. I mean, he gets rejuvenating smash off a void. So if we want to go void punches, we get $100 repeated. We get rejuve. We get what's the 4-diff, man? What's the 4-diff? The 4-diff that commits a card. Oh, rewind throttle. Yeah, rewind throttle. You get that card, which is pretty cool. And then we'll have to see what else comes out, because I don't know if any other void punches have come out since then. Oh, let's take a look actually. Let's go digging through UVS Ultra, folks. Let's see here. Void. Punches. Standard. Oh, Rupture Driver's cool. Let's see if that actually comes out okay. Oh, that does not look good. 1 second, folks. I'll fix this real quick. So we got 15 results currently. Got Double Fist of the Mortal Flame, Double Tornado Fist. Ryu puts damage on stuff, right? Because maybe Double Tornado Fist may be actually kind of good. Foldable Body Skewer, no. Hardened Fist, Red Count. Actually, Red Counter's kind of cool. I like Red Counter. We get Plummeting Punch, which is fine. Yeah, so we're probably looking at repeated rewind and Haymaker. Oh, he has fire. Yeah. So he has fire too. So yeah, we're gonna play Haymaker too, right? Let me he has fire, right? He's all fire, all on fire void. Come on, Ultra. Let me reboot the page. Attack, punch. Alright, so did I put standard down? I did not. So we got 22 currently that are out. So we got Hardened Knuckle. Actually, that's kind of, I like Hardened Knuckle a lot because they have to block it or they commit to, so it's like a fake stun too. Yeah, we get Attack Titan's Haymaker, which will be useful. I actually like Blow to the Head a lot. I do like Blow to the Head because they have to answer it or they discard a random card, and the Deadlock Blitz is good. Like Rupture Driver's pretty good if you can, we do draw a lot of cards in Ryu, so maybe Rupture Driver may have a home. Double Fist's probably going in. It just depends on what the rest of the moves are. But there's some pretty good options. Like Rejuve and Rewind and Repeated are, I mean, like we all want Ultimate Combo, right? Like Ultimate Combo is sick, but I actually think repeated rewind and rewind throttle and rejuvenate smash probably are your best options to start. Yeah, it's a lots of 5 diffs, but I think you start off with repeated, like I said, repeated rewind and rejuvenating are like the first 3 you put in outside of like maybe his stuff. Like if we play enough Furies, we could play Hardened Fist, but like Double Fist probably goes in because that gives you some momentum for an Echo. If you want, like I think him with Echoes are probably pretty good. But yeah, like Attack Titan, like every deck needs a Haymaker, I guess, right? If you want to think about it, every deck needs a Haymaker, which is kind of funny. But I like Hard Knuckle Punch a lot. I think that card's super cool. Um, it's just they have to have a high block, or they could commit to. So like we could Attack Titan's Haymaker into Hardened Knuckle Punch, and they stun 4 over 2 attacks, which is pretty cool. So, and we're always checking good, right? Because we draw on our first move. Normally, I mean that's going to be a weird thing, right? Like you have to sequence Ryu enough to where, like, do you pull the trigger on the first move? Because if you pull it on the second move, you know what you're checking, like, and that would help you string longer. So I don't know, man. It should be fun. Like he's gonna be cool. I think Luke's trash. Um, unless there's real easy ways to get 5 speed on things. Like it's just the only thing. It's like 5 speed move, and that's kind of a hard mini game. I think Chunners is cool. Woo, excuse me. I think Chunners is really good. Jamie's also very cool. I know a lot of people are excited out there for Jamie. Tim Keefe and UVS Hermit Cameron. I think they're very excited for him. Yeah. I don't think we have any Street Fighter cards on here. Oh, we do. I didn't know this. I guess I could have just looked right here. So it's free 2 damage no matter what. Okay, here we go. Like, but why would you want to give a move? Like, I guess Luke can give a move a speed to give him -2 damage. Oh no, I'm not a fan. I think crouching medium kick's really good. Because they have to answer it, or your next move's getting 3 damage. Or 5 damage in the case of Ryu, I think Not Now I'm Gaming's kind of cool. I forgot we had done some previews on these things. Check a 7, flip it, or attack is played, add it to its owner's hand. Like, it. But why on a 4? Why on a 4 check, man? It can't even help pay for itself. Like, I don't know. It's reusable, so Oh, it's reusable. Check a 7, flip. Oh my god, it's so expensive. Not when you have a 2-5-1 mid block that can be reflipped over and over again. That does pretty much the same thing for less. Chunners is sweet. I guess I should do a video on these cards because I forgot all about these. Like Chunners is cool, clear kick card from your card pool, ready 1 foundation. Your tech gets 2 speed, and then she gets to freeze something all the time. So like order stun sounds pretty good. I don't know if you play any kicks, but you could. You probably do. Like Falling Crane is fine. Then we got Jamie. After you play an attack, add a drink. Oh, so we get a drink counter once per turn. So if we're able to get extra drink counters on opposite turns, or we play Horn Dash Hammer to get another one. So we get 1 speed, 1 damage for each drink counter, max 5. If your attack is completely blocked, ready discard. So that's pretty good. He's going to be wild, man. He's going to be a crazy aggro deck. And then this is the cool 3i6. And then after his attack is blocked, your rival adds a top card. And then Hates Lectures is pretty cool. Get Breaker 2 on a kick card. So that's pretty cool. We like that. It's on a 2-4 though. Why? Why are we on 4 checks, man? There's so many good cards with 4 checks on them. It's so annoying. Yeah, that's pretty. I like the art though. The base art's pretty good. That's very. Those are all really colorful. And then you get to Ryu, and he's just like, I'm red and black and white. But yeah, man, it looks cool. Like, I'm glad Street Fighter's back. I'm very hyped for it. Very hyped for Street Fighter. I mean, like, Street Fighter would be super sick if we get a full booster set. Like, I would love to have a full booster set, but we'll see if it comes out. We'll see if it happens. Yeah, man. But yeah, like, yeah. So next week, I'll have Rebby on for Take 10, and we'll be. I don't know if there's a regional or not, but we can talk about the regional. I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of UniVersus content. If I'm not doing, like, the wife may be out of the house, so I might watch it. But I could also just sleep or play Final Fantasy 14. So I don't know. We'll think about it. So, but yeah. So what else has people been looking at? Anyone else building anything crazy other than the same stuff? Like, are we like what? Like, what's your coolest fun deck right now, chat? Like, are you playing anything fun? Like, not like. Now I wouldn't say like fun as in raffle stomping people, so we win all the time fun, but like do you have any like cool fun decks anyone's playing locally? I know a lot of people are just into testing all the time, but you know, we do have to let our brains like massage out and just, you know, be normal every now and then. Unrelenting Advance. Oh, that's a cool card. Let's take a look at this Peak Finger 90 card list. Oh, wow, there's a lot of cards in this list. It's 100. It's not 90, Corey. It's 157. Yeah, I know. This is wildin'. He like put like everything in here. I don't think he like. I see he has a Willie and Yelena, but I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, Hanji's Last Stand is super cool. I think he might be cooking with that. Hanji's Last Stand into Signal Shot. Like, that's super sick. I like that a lot. Determined Dive. Are we just using that to build one committed? How can he get wall counters on anything else? Is he playing the one act? Is he playing the... Does he have it in here? I don't even see... Public support, Bleak Commentary. I think Bleak Commentary is really good. It's very, very good with Botan's coaching. He's off of order. Okay, that's why he has those cards in there. Yeah, he can. Yeah, Ambition's pretty good in there. What's the Fortify Walls? He doesn't even have this in here. Like, I don't know. I don't like Determined Dive in this list just because it's half a card. Like Gecko Stomp. This attack is completely blocked. Build the top card. Yeah, I mean, sure. Get out of here. Ban you. Bot. Yeah, man, like, Colossus SWAT. I mean, like, I do like Colossus SWAT with Hanji's Last Stand and Signal Shot. I think the rest of the attacks can probably go, man. I think Anti-Titan Artillery is a 2-of no matter what. I actually think there's a case for 3. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Scanlan's Hand in this deck. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man, he needs 4 Botan's coachings. Hope you have those for him. Because, you know, I don't think he owns anything anymore. But yeah, man. Super cool. Yeah. I'm really, really sad my Hanj 3 list is not very good. Well, I mean, it's probably fine for like a local mid-tier level, like going like 1 and 1 or whatever, but not that I want to play it at a regional or anything. But I just want the deck to be somewhat serviceable and just playing into things like, like every deck's going to have minus speed, right? So, and if I want to play a stun deck, I might as well just play Krista or Toga. So, in my opinion, um, because that's basically what it is. If I just put Krista on top of my Hanj list, it's probably pretty good. But that's not the point. I want to play Hanj, so because Hanj is one of my favorite characters. So, chat, do I play Annie or do I play Falco this Wednesday? Tell me in chat what we got. I know I got 3 viewers, but whatever. And one of them is probably my mom, so she won't have no idea what she's talking about. What we're talking about. Oh yeah, I agree. Okay, so I'm reading my Discord for final round, and people are prognosticating that TMNT is only the other 6 symbols. I think it's going to be the other 6 plus 3 others. So maybe water, void, and earth, maybe. So we have some carryover, but I think that would be a disservice. I think it really should be 3-8. I think like you have like it's the other 6 symbols, so that would be what? Good, all, evil, earth, water, and void, and then you have like life, chaos, and death, right? Like the 3 more popular symbols, but I'm pretty sure it'll be one of those will be order, I assume. Because order seems like it would fit with, Leonardo, in my opinion. I don't know. I didn't get to go to the summit, so I didn't get to see anything. So, and the rumor is they got to see Ninja Turtle cards. So, I think Marvin was there. Marvin, you still in chat? I know you probably can't tell us anything, but like you got to see turtle cards, right? I thought he was. I don't know if he's still in chat, but I know that he was there. And I guess the rumor is like in the fall there's going to be another content creator summit, so we're gonna try to make that. Hopefully that'd be really nice. But the issue is I have a bad rap for not keeping my mouth shut. So. But yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good night tonight. It was a good time. I don't know. I mean, just shooting the shit, trying to make something out of nothing. But yeah, like I got a bunch of stuff coming up the pipeline for some content. I got a bunch of deck profile videos. I got more match videos. I don't know if the people like the match videos very much, but it's easy content because all I do is I record every stream I do, so I just cut it into content and then just throw it up there. I know I've been kind of lazy lately, just doing that instead of some deck profiles, but I usually don't like doing the deck profiles until the set's out, just because even though we've seen the entire set for a few weeks, I know I've been dragging my feet. So, and like it feels like we're coming into the problem with the attune. This is the problem I'm coming into right now, right? Like every deck that shares a similar symbol. So like, let's just say like chaos, right? Say like I'm building like an order chaos deck or whatever. The chaos cards are so good, they demand space in the deck. So it's like every X chaos character, the shell looks so similar. And it's just like, well, do I just want to play this guy over this guy? And it's really, it's not, I don't know. I don't know if what's making like deck building easier. It is definitely making it a little more boring. I think, in my opinion. I'm having fun playing the game. It's just deck building isn't as like gratifying as it used to be, right? when we had multi-symbol cards, Critical Role notwithstanding. But like it just seems more boring to build decks and to actually dig deep into deck lists and just be like, okay, well, this character has life, so we're playing this life shell package, um, and then whatever like the associated symbol is, right? And it's just like my two Falco lists are very very similar. There's maybe like 10 to 15 cards. Sorry for that for ads. I was like it was 10 or 15 cards that are very very similar, and it's just I think that's just what Attuned is getting to now. Is that was the not like the issue with it to start, but I think like as we get more and more until we get like I don't think it will be an issue until we get like our entire format is fully attuned, and so it only matters if the rest because we have to see turtles, right? Because if turtles ultra rares also have attunement, it's just going to be find the best X cards, play those cards, right? And then I think that was what the concern was from people on the design team that are no longer there, right? Like that stuff is going to every deck's going to homogenize, and you play hey, your character has chaos and life, you're going to play the best chaos cards with the best life cards. And that's what's going to happen. And so I'm hoping Ninja Turtles has ultra rares that are multi-symboled like Critical Role. And I'm hoping that's the case, and that they couldn't change AOT because it wouldn't work as a spotlight format. So that's why they left it like that. So we really have to see, because I know I get the Challenger deck. I believe the Chun-Li card only, the Chun-Li ultra rare only has one symbol, but again, I think that's fine for Challenger deck products. But for booster set products, I actually think that ultra rare should be multi-symboled. What do you guys think in chat? Right? Like, what are your thoughts? Man, I'm super thirsty today. Because like, if everything goes to like a full attunement land, like fully attunement land with no multi-symbol cards, man, I think that would be like the worst case scenario. I think like I get it, it's whatever, but I don't want the game to go that far. I don't want it to go that far. I'd rather it just stay at commons, uncommons are attuned, rares, ultra rares, secret rares, all multi-symbol. Because then you actually have some deck expression, right? Like, you could have some deck expression that way. But, I don't know, man. I mean, I really hope it doesn't go that far. And also, I believe I would hope I'm crossing my fingers that we're no longer getting forecheck moves, because I just don't want that. But I could see them printing some in Turtles, but I don't know why, because there's no like the forecheck stuff is like to signify the Titans and how big they are, and we're doing big damage and big numbers, and I would really hope that that just goes away with Attack on Titan, honestly, because I believe that forecheck attacks not ruined the game, but it ruined the variance. Like, you'd think that playing a 10 diff forecheck would be a hindrance, but it's not. Sure, it's a 10 diff, whatever, but you're building towards that game plan. And knowing that you're only checking 4s as your lowest changes your build curve. We've done multiple discussions about this, about how it just changes your build curve in X, Y, and Z. So I am not the biggest fan of forechecks, even though I've played forecheck decks. I just don't like them. I never liked them. But I understand how good they are. But I do like I think they just printed too many, and that's how we have these 4-check decks, and I don't think decks should be fully 4-checked. Like I think decks that are I think the intention was, hey, you may play a couple here, you may play a couple there, but then they made all these infinity ones, and then they made all these good death ones, and you couple those with the infinity ones, and you're all set, right? Like you don't have to worry about checking poorly or whatever. But then they made like they kind of changed that with AOT2, where they made some of the 9-3s, the 8-3s, the 6, the 7-3s. Like they did that in AOT3 with like resurrected Titans. So there's some risk playing those cards. Risk because when you play resurrect, so like my question with this is, so when you play resurrected Titans, you get to respond and look at the top 2 cards to make your check, right? Is that card technically in the card pool so you can Dark Ward it? Or is it in the transitional zone so you can't Dark Ward it? I bet you it's in the transitional zone. I'll have to find out, because I bet you it's in the transitional zone, because then you can't touch it with Dark Ward. Because technically it hasn't been played yet, so it's not in the card pool. Which is, in its own right, weird. So boom, boom, boom. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty quiet weekend for UniVersus. I know we had like we had the regional and set release. Usually the week after set release is kind of quiet overall. But like, I mean, we could go digging into TCG Player and see card prices, but I mean, I think that's just boring content. But also, just me tacking here yapping is also just probably boring for you guys too. But like, if I had, I don't know, like I could do magic tricks, but I can't. But yeah. So just to recap, we went over my Rochester Retro event that I had on Saturday. We talked about my locals deck, which was peak, and we're probably, man, I may just roll dice. Like, do I play Annie or do I play Falco on Wednesday? That's a big question. So, then we kind of went over Shoto 4. We kind of talked about that. We've just been chit-chatting and just, off the cuff. So we've been going for like 90 minutes, so that's not too bad. But yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We're probably not going to stay on for too much longer because I go to work tomorrow. So, and usually it's about the time where I go raid someone. So I don't think anybody's really on right now. I don't think anybody is on. I don't think anybody's on. No one is on tonight. There's special drop. Oh, Snuggy's on. So maybe we just go raid Snuggy and call it a night. So he has 98 viewers. Holy crap. And Snuggy's playing some Diablo. So alright, so we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go raid Snuggy. And we're gonna go say hi to them and hopefully give Snuggy some love. And we'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Peace, everyone.